This is my audience. My speech, I'll be talking about the 2016 election and some of the issues that we're going to be facing. Hello and thank you for coming. My name is Josh Lewis, and today I'll bring to light some issues facing this country in our presidential election year. This election will change the course of history, and each and every one of us has the opportunity to determine the outcome. What makes this election so important is the fact that the issues we face today are some of the most daunting America has faced in decades. There are many issues dividing Americans this election, and I am making it my goal to provide information on several of the major issues. The purpose of this is hopefully to inform you more about some of the platforms that the candidates have, as well as teach you about the issues that they are going to be debating. I'm not here to persuade, I'm here to inform. To begin, I will discuss one of several polarizing issues Americans deal with politically today: amnesty. Amnesty is when an illegal immigrant is given legal citizenship, usually after residing in the country for a very long time. This is a very tricky issue, and different groups approach it in different ways. On one side of the aisle, people have a problem with certain individuals coming into this country illegally, completely understandable. They are breaking the law plain and simple, and by granting them amnesty, you can make the case it undermines the efforts that other immigrants make to come here, whom go through the legal process. On the other side, you can look at these people and view them like you and me. People that are coming here to give their kids a better future, give themselves a better life. And in this case, in McKinney, Texas, Larissa Martinez last June, during her high school graduation, announced that she was in fact an illegal immigrant. Somebody that any of us could have gone to school with. An illegal immigrant, true, but a brilliant girl who has so much to offer all the same. You can see how people could clash on such an issue. Sure, her parents broke the law. There's no doubt about that. But this young girl played no part in that and grew up in Texas, just like her friends and classmates, and showed that being an illegal immigrant isn't what defined her as a person. Another major issue and platform which will sway the election is the issues regarding racial tensions and anti-cop rhetoric and murder as of late. There's no denying that many police officers go on power trips and abuse their power, and even go as far as to take lives of other people whom they are supposed to be protecting. And the debate of whether it is lawful or not is always going to happen. But what isn't up for debate is all too often dirty cops are not held accountable by their police departments. And the problem with that is that so many news outlets like to stir the pot and create the black versus white news narrative, and it creates a violent environment. The problem is, as a result, a handful of individuals have taken it upon themselves to get what they view as justice and murder police, such as was the case in Baton Rouge last week when officers responded to a distress call only to be ambushed by a shooter, 3 cops dead, 7 injured. What this has created is a toxic environment of anti-cop rhetoric which promotes the killing of police and of violence and distrust between our police and the communities that they serve. The next candidate would be inheriting these pressing issues, and they will have to tread lightly and carefully, for these are racial tensions we haven't seen since the LA riots in the 90s. And Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump's stance on this issue will surely play a big factor in this November election. Another major news and platform politicians have to take a stance on is terrorism. In today's day and age, the world has faced countless attacks from radical extremists from the Middle East. Fighting terrorism has always been a major factor in the quality of a presidential candidate, and this election is no exception. Just last month, 50 gays were killed in an Orlando nightclub shooting, the biggest attack on U.S. soil since 9/11. The week before that, over 80 people were killed in Nice, France, when a giant truck mowed them down as they were celebrating Bastille Day. It seems as if every time we turn on the news, there's more tragedy that we cannot simply accept as a facet of reality, but as an evil problem, and we must have no substitute for victory. Here in this country, we do not kill those who disagree with us. We may fight and we may argue. That's the beauty of freedom. And this election in November will largely be determined by us, the people, and who we believe can make us safe. Many will disagree on the amnesty issue, and many more will disagree on the anti-cop issue. But what we as a country have to agree on is a president that will fix us for we are broke, heal us for we are hurt, and protect us for we call this place home. Thank you.